My biggest complaint is going to be the... I think the only thing that would make me sell this bike is if... Let me hear it. What's up, guys? It's your boy FastLaneD, and today we got my baby Rain out here. I figured it's time we do an updated review of this bike. Now, I've had this bike for a year now. That is insane. This year has completely flown by. And I just can't believe I had my girl for a year. This is the bike that most of you guys know me for, is the R1M. This is the bike that kind of grew the channel and took it from 10K to over 100K subscribers. So I gotta do a tribute to celebrate our anniversary. Now, I think the R1M is such a special bike. Actually, you know what? Hold on. Let me switch this up real quick. All right, this is much better right here. So you guys get a full understanding. If you're not familiar with the R1M, it literally comes factory with all of this carbon. So you got the fairing down here, we got the side fairing, we got the headlight fairing, we got, what else? This whole rear tail section, all in carbon. And the cool part is these bikes are numbered. Move that out of the way, boom. All right. These bikes are numbered. So this is number 0874 and product placement right there. Comment down below if you'd be interested in buying one of those key tags. I'm working on something special for you guys. And the cool part is it's got electronic suspension as well. I'm trying to think if there's anything else super cool about this. Nope, but this thing is an absolute beauty. Like I said, you can't beat stock or OEM carbon fiber. Like this bike, I feel like this is like one of the most underrated bikes that you can get. But all right, I'm not talking. Let's get to the part where I think this bike really shines and sets itself apart, is that cross plane crank, beautiful inline four sound. No other bike sounds like this, man. Oh, I'm loving these key tags. Hey, and as of right now, she's got 3,600 miles on her. And if you didn't know, I have a full titanium Austin Racing pipe on here, and it is bluing beautifully, especially when it gets hot. I haven't ridden this bike in a minute, so the blue is kind of fading, but that's an easy fix. Yes, sir. What's up, Rain? I missed you, girl. Let's go. Oh, I love this bike, man. And the really fun part about this bike is it throws absolutely insane flames. If you haven't seen those videos, make sure you go back and check those videos out. This thing is more Mafia tuned. Shout out to my boy Chris Moore down in South Carolina. He'll hook you up if you are interested in the pops and bangs tune and the flame throwing tune. Just let him know you want the FastLaneD tune and he'll take care of you. But all right, enough talking. We're running behind. Let's get on and go for a ride, babe.
Money coming, money go. I've been at it on the low. Trapping out of where I live. I keep seeing the leaders doing this. We talking planes and maybe seeing you. Pull up on you, let me scoop. Nobody here but me and you. Got a little ring to it, turn that thing fluid in the coupe. Way you look, I know it's real. I'm on my shine. I've been really getting feel. You know why I'm here. Don't act like you don't know how I feel. But let me tell you what you mean to me. Slide on me for that meet and greet. Vibe with me in the moonshine, sipping moonshine to the new sky. Sage toasted and be raised soaked in the raincoat. Hit the waves quota, I be flossing, I be locked in. I was lost here. All that turned me to a target. They be plotting on me, I be cautious. Back then I was an adolescent, then I had a lesson. I'm the man now. I got fans now.
Man, just listen to this thing, dude. Man, this bike's so rowdy. I forgot how much I love it. Rain, I missed you, girl. Let's go. Let's freaking go. Talk to him. I haven't ridden this bike in a while because I've been trying to get the braking miles done on my other bikes because I don't have the H2 now and the SP2. And this bike just always feels like home whenever I get on it. One is because I have the most seat time on it, and two, it's just, this is my baby, man. This is what grown the channel so much, bro. Rain, I freaking love you, girl. I miss you. I'm sorry I haven't been riding you that much. She's just been sitting there looking at me in the garage like, is today the day? But this is kind of like my everyday, quote-unquote, daily rider go-to bike, man. Alright, let me calm down. So we can actually talk. For me, out of the 3 bikes I have, the H2 and the V4S SP2, this is the bike where, like, it's like the middle ground. Like, this is the bike I'm gonna take out if we're gonna do like a trip. Like I said, we do like a day trip somewhere to a nearby city, or if we're gonna hit some back road twisties, or if like I'm just running an errand real quick and I feel like getting out on the bike because it's just a nice day out, like I'm gonna pull the R1M out. This is the go-to bike for that purpose. And like I said, man, it's just how could you not love this thing, man? Like, it's just absolutely beautiful. Love the blue accents, the Austin racing, just everything. I do have some changes in mind though. Like, there are some little things that I do want to change with this bike. A lot of y'all always ask, like, are you not worried about what people think at stoplights when you're off the bike? And I'm like, no. I don't give a f, because I'm never gonna see any of these people ever again. So I just mind my own business. Some of y'all worry too much about what other people think, man. But that's just not how I was built. I like to be do things a little differently, live life on the edge. The R1M, I think, is one of the most slept on bikes because you get all the qualities of having like a rare expensive bike for not as expensive of a price. Now, I'm not saying this bike is cheap. By no means is this bike cheap. I think MSRP is like 27, 26, 28, somewhere in that range. I don't know. I got a really good deal on this bike because it was 2 years left over. She waited on me on the showroom floor for 2 years before I came and got her. Which is, I mean, if that's not fate, I don't know what is, man. Like I said, it's a numbered bike. Like, what other bike in this price range do you know that's numbered, comes with all of this carbon fiber, and has the electronic suspension? Which a lot of people ask, like, does the electronic suspension make a difference? Yes. 100% like makes the difference, man. And we see the boys over there that we're about to meet up with. You can really feel it when you're street riding. It's really cool because I've done a track day with this bike and I just went in and changed some settings and you could feel how much of a difference it really made. Like, I stiffened everything up, and there are some track riders out there that kind of helped me to play with some of the other settings. But I mean, because there's so many settings. Let me see if I can pull it up for you guys here. But there's so many like suspension settings that you can make for this bike, man. Like, even so much to where like my track coach was even like, I don't even understand what half of this means. Oh, dang it, I just wiped the bike off. Hell yeah, man. What up, baby? You doing all right, man? What's up, fellas? How y'all doing?
The red bike.
Let's say, yeah, it's been a little bit, man. You been good?
Yes, sir.
Hell yeah, man. What's up, man? Dylan.
Matt.
Nice to meet you, man. Hell yeah. Which one are you on? That's 1,000 over there. Hell yeah, man. Let me see what y'all got, man. You what?
That's what it stands for, slow 1K.
Slow 1K. Y'all get Tanner in the comments, man. Wheelie Hut Jr. I get him. Oh, I've never seen a matte black one before. This is kind of cool. That looks good, man. I like it. And he's got the Austin Racing on there. It must be a slip-on because he's still got the cat on at the bottom. Oh, I think that's the eBay one. I don't know. It could be, it could not be. It looks like the eBay one. I'll ask him here in a sec, but yeah, that thing is sweet, man. That thing's really nice. But yeah, we're gonna see what we can get into with the boys. You got the Gixxer 1K over here, sitting pretty. You just get this? Okay. I haven't seen this one before, man. Yeah, this thing's nice. Got the Acra on it too. A lot of y'all think I hate the Gixxers. I don't hate the Gixxers. They're nice bikes, man. I'm from Atlanta, and everyone in Atlanta has a freaking Gixxer. You can't go to a bike night in Atlanta and not see like 10 Gixxers lined up. So I had a bunch of buddies that had Gixxers, so I just always gave them shit. So that's where that kind of stems from. I don't have anything against that bike, but like I said, we're gonna see what we can get into today with the boys. I was supposed to be off today, and today was gonna be a content day for me, and I got called into work this morning. Some of y'all know how that goes. I talked him into giving me an hour to get out and kind of ride. Literally have to be back in 45 minutes. So we got an R7 that joined us. I love this color scheme on the R7. It's this man's bike right here. Like I said, I missed the gold wheels I had on my old R1. Those of you that know, that's what started the channel. But we got the Yamaha gang out today. I like that camo jacket too. That's kind of hard. Let me give y'all a few revs, man, of this thing, so y'all can really hear it, because it's ridiculous. Look at them all just shaking their head, man. I'll tell you, it's something you gotta hear in person to really get a full understanding of it, man. But we got the R1. The Graves isn't as loud, but it's still there. Look, you can't even hear it over my bike. All right, there we go. Let me hear the Gixxer. That sounds good. That sounds good. Let me hear the S1K. There we go. Hell yeah. Let me hear the R7. Let me hear it. Let me hear it. Hell yeah, bro. That's what's up. He's in the market for an exhaust. He just got this thing. So give him some slack. Give him some slack. All right, let's get out of here before we get kicked out of here. Look at his license plate. You can't take this man anywhere, man. I swear, dude. Straight hooligan. This truck's letting us go. Awesome. Thank you, brother. My man. Well, this is going to be interesting. Oh, here we go. The shenanigans. And of course, like I've been saying, I've been getting killed with the demonetization recently, man. So I'm going to have to blur that out, unfortunately. I love the hooligan stuff, but YouTube doesn't like that stuff, man. And it's not the money that's the issue. It's the fact that YouTube doesn't promote the video anymore. So then I spent all this time filming, editing, and posting the video for you guys, and no one's gonna see it, which means it's just a big waste of time. So that's why I've had to start blurring that stuff out. And I'm always gonna keep it 100 with you guys. But yeah, back to this bike never fails to put a smile on my face as well, man. It's crazy because this is the cheapest bike in the garage. But like I said, I'm just as happy on this bike as I am on the H2 and on the SP2. So it just goes to show you don't have to have an expensive bike to have fun, man. Like, just get out on two and with your buddies and have a good time, man. That's what it's all about. The culture, not necessarily what you ride. And I know a lot of people get caught up in that stuff sometimes, but yeah, out of all three bikes, like, this is the bike that if we're gonna go hoon, this is what I'm gonna pull out. The H2 will be more so the bike for roll racing, because that's really that the H2 is built to go in a straight line. Yeah, this is not the fastest bike. This is the slowest bike in the garage. A lot of people will ask me in person, they're like, man, I want to get the R1M over the R1, and I'm like, You'll have just as much fun on the regular R1 or quote-unquote base model R1 that you'll have on this bike. Now, I will say the electronic suspension is nice, but you don't need it. Like, it's definitely just nice to have and be able to adjust on the fly. And that's really all that separates the M from a regular R1 is all the carbon fiber that comes on here and the electronic suspension. So I always tell people, don't feel like you need to get the R1M. Like, if you can afford it and you have the extra cash, then yeah, go ahead, why not? But you'll have just as fun with a base model R1 and throwing some mods at it as you will on the R1M. So, but it's been such a great year with this bike. I've done so many trips, like Miami, Nashville, South Carolina, and like this bike has never given me any issues at all. And that's the cool part. You get the rareness of like a Ducati or something that's a number for a fraction of the price, and you get the Japanese reliability. Like, I really haven't heard of a lot of people having issues with their R1s, man. This bike is so ridiculous. I really wish all y'all could hear this thing in person, man. It is absurd. Absurd. Definitely an attention grabber for sure. If you don't like attention, don't get an R1 that's Chris Moore Mafia tuned. I think the only thing that would make me sell this bike is if Yamaha did come out with an updated R1. Then maybe I would think about trading it in, but this bike has a lot of sentimental value for me. So, there goes Tanner. This is my first kind of super bike, and I did my first track day on it. Like, I just have a lot of motovlogging memories on this bike. Now, y'all comment down below, do you think Yamaha is gonna drop a new R1 for 2024? I've heard both sides. I've heard some people say yes, I've heard some people say no. I would definitely love if they did, because when they dropped this bike in 2015, this was like the Yamaha set the bar for all other manufacturers, and now they're kind of behind, because this is essentially the same bike since 2015. And what is it? We're coming into 2023, so this, everything on here is 8 years old. So a lot of the other manufacturers have passed it power-wise. Nothing really touches it sound-wise. Maybe the Aprilia, but that's really it, man. Now, if you had to ask me a complaint with this bike, my biggest complaint is going to be the brakes. I feel like the brakes could have been a lot better on this bike, especially with it being Yamaha's premier bike. Like, yeah, it's cool to go fast, but it's also even cooler to be able to stop fast. And I have Brembo brakes on my SP2 and on the H2. It also has Brembo brakes, and you feel the difference. Like, it makes a huge difference. A lot of people are like, oh, Brembos aren't really that great. Okay, if you own a bike with Brembos, you know what I'm talking about. So if you have one of these, I definitely highly recommend switching out the brake pads. AMG looks good, man. I didn't realize how like wide-bodied these things are. Pretty sweet car. But yeah, I mean, that's gonna pretty much wrap up my review on the R1M. Y'all comment down below, what do y'all think about this bike, man? I love it. Like I said, my only complaint's the brakes. Other than that, it's been a phenomenal bike. You get the uniqueness of having a rare bike, electronic suspension, which not any other manufacturer is really offering with a bike in this price range, which is cool. You get it, it's numbered, and I mean, you rarely see R1Ms around. So yeah, if you're looking for something special like that, then this is definitely your bike. Yeah, that's all I got for you guys. We're gonna see what kind of trouble we can get into. I'll probably have to cut the video. I don't know if I can include everything. If I do, it'll be a little bonus footage for you guys, man. But Maybe we'll include it at the end. I've got 15 minutes before I gotta turn back around and go to work. I won't leave you guys without giving a pull though, man. Alright guys, I'll catch you on the next one. FastLaneD, Rain, we out.